It's the grandson of right thought. The enemies that y'all are dealing with, they don't have feelings. They don't have right thought as well. So when you're trying to deal with them from a perspective of someone who's logical, someone who has feelings and empathy, then you're fighting a losing battle. And it's just time now, guys, that y'all accept that. Okay? It's really time that the elect accept that so that you can fight the proper warfare, which is with the word of God, which is what I keep telling you. See, you're trying to use your weapons. Our weapons are not carnal. You're trying to use carnal weapons to fight your enemy, to appeal to something in them that's called empathy. They don't have it. They don't have understanding in them. You're trying to appeal to something that doesn't exist. Now, I'm going to ask, is that their insanity or is that your own? Trying to appeal to something that isn't there. That's like you in a room and shit, and you talking to a nigga that doesn't exist, an imaginary person, and somebody else walk in and see you. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck you doing? What is you doing?" You're like, "I'm talking to my friend here. You don't see him?" Nah, we don't. We don't see that nigga. That nigga you arguing with, we don't see. So why you arguing? That's why you use the word of God. You use His facts, His soundness, all the way around. It's sound all around. There isn't a crack in it or a chink. So if you use that, then you'll be founded on something that can't be destroyed. No weapon formed against you shall prosper then. But y'all are using carnal weapons, trying to communicate to people who don't, they're artificial intelligence. They're literally going, I'm on a program, so I don't know why you think you're going to reprogram me. I've already been programmed this way. You're trying to reprogram me and recalibrate me into something that I'm not. So a soulless being can't be a souled being just because you talk to them. You see, just because you said something that you thought was logical and made sense doesn't mean it's going to make sense to someone who doesn't go off of that protocol. You just got to understand that. You can't point out the thing to them and they go, okay, you're right. Simple. They're going off of a program which is to seek to destroy. Seek, destroy mission. That's what they're on. Seek and destroy. They don't do anything but still kill, destroy. Abba already told you that. They're on seek to destroy missions, and you're sitting there giving your energy to them, thinking that they're going to change their mission and love you, or change their mission and understand you and get on your side and say, you know what, you're right. I'm tripping. They only act. They're actors. Okay? Don't you understand that these people are acting? These so-called, what you call gang stalkers, they're actors. They don't really have feelings. They don't have the things that make up an organic living soul. They don't have that. What does it say? Abba Yah breathed the breath of life into Adam's nostrils and he became a living soul. So his spirit must reside in you for you to be a living soul. If these people don't have the spirit in them, then they're not living. It's that simple. You want to try to make them living by saying, come on, man, you don't understand what you're doing. You don't understand how crazy that is. You know how stupid that is. They haven't been given the life. You have to just know that. And so what inspires? Abba Yah's word makes something, it animates, it makes alive. Abba Yah's word does. So then you use the word and not your own intellect, your own feelings that you somehow think that these people can feel. They can see that. They don't see feelings and feel feelings. They just move on to the next scene. If you've been around any narcissists, you will literally see them just go to the next scene. Y'all could have had the most, if you was with a narc, you could have had the most craziest argument with this person. They all fake ass crying, got fake ass tears coming down, and then somebody else will come and they'll completely change. They'll completely change. And if this is somebody that you know, they'll run over to that person seeking help against you, and that person will believe them. They're so crazy. They were talking to me so bad. Look what they did to me. Now you sit there looking like the evil person when they were the one being just evil 5 minutes ago before that person showed up. I told you, they just go to the next script. They will stab you in the back and throw you under the bus. They're on seek to destroy missions. You see that? So now you have to just know it. Look, guys, listen closely. You have to just know that that's what they are and accept that today. Say, you know what? I understand now. These people are just actors in a script, just playing roles to test the elect, who are real living beings. Those are tares, Abba called them. Now, a tare has no value. None. So then that's what he's telling you about these people that you live amongst, that you grew up with, he said. They're just there to try to suck the resources for themselves until they get separated, which is now. So now it's time for you to separate. You can be standing right there in front of that person. You can literally be right in front of this person and just not there because you don't have any ego. And when the ego is gone, then there's literally nothing for them to fight. They are fighting a ghost. Do y'all understand how powerful that is? I mean, y'all just hearing this message like, brother, yeah, okay, yeah. Put it into work. Faith without works is dead. Do it now. Don't just agree and say, yeah, that's right. That sounds right. Do it now. Go out there in the world with power. Saying, nope, I understand what I'm dealing with, so I'm not even going to give my energy to it, no matter what the illusions. I've had people beg me, crying, so-called crying, begging me, please don't do it, please don't kick me out, please don't send me away. You gotta go. Bye. Slam. I'm quick to put a person in the basement. That's where they want to be, or that's where they live, is down in the basement. I like to live up in the light. So what I say is, I'll leave your ass in the basement. Slam. The furthest I go is to the top of the stairs. I open the door and you calling my name, I'll be like, what's up? I'm not coming down in the basement, which is vibrations, I'm saying. I'm going to stand at the top of the stairs and I'm going to say, what do you need? Come on down here and talk to me. No thanks. Slam. You want to talk to me, you got to come up here in the light so we can see. Well, I don't want to come up there. Well, I'm not coming down there. What did Lazarus and the rich man say? He said, there's a void between the two of us. We can't even cross it anymore. That's called separation. One was in Abraham's bosom. The other was in a place where he was like, could you put some water on your finger and dip it and put it on my tongue to cool this torment I find myself in? The rich man found himself in great torment. The poor man, Lazarus, found himself in Abraham's bosom, and there was a void between the two. So the same thing is happening now. The separation. Separate, man. It ain't hard. Pull your feelings and emotions out of this world and the tares that are around you. Stop letting them suck your life resource. Stop letting them suck your energy away from you, getting you riled up. Just don't do it. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. Yeah, because you got an ego. See, you have an ego that wants to express itself. They've done me wrong. They've this, they've that. If you're constantly looking at yourself, then you're not focused on what other people are doing, are you? I'm so deaf to what a nigga's saying to me because I'm so focused on how I'm going to kill his ass. I'm so focused on attacking my enemy, I don't have time to think about what defense I'm going to do. I'm too busy going offense. Go offense. That's what we say on the battlefield. Offense. Go offense. Simple. I'm too busy thinking of offensive moves on you. I can't think about what you was going to do or say. So I'm sitting here thinking about the scriptures. When you saying shit to me, I'm thinking about what word of God I'm going to kill you with. That's all I'm doing. I'm not thinking about what you're saying about me. I give a fuck less. This is vanity. Say whatever you want to say about the flesh man. What he did, what he done. Back when I was living in the Matrix. Yeah, you did this. I heard you did that. And you did that. They said the same thing about Yahusha. Who does this man think he is with this so-called knowledge that he has? He grew up along with us. We know his brothers and his sisters. He's a regular old Nazarene. You see? But when you know the truth, you don't care what they say. What did Yahusha do? He opened not his mouth. They said all kind of false accusations against this man. He opened not his mouth. So then the same thing you do. You're only doing this because this. And then you want to say, you don't want to be a bad person. You want to be a good person. So you think you're a good person. So you say, no, I didn't. That's not why I did. Now you're giving them your life force and they're going, oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for rejuvenating me today, making me alive. They die without your contact. Just like everything else does. I told you with the body. I just told you guys this. So now it's time that you understand that and you come out of that illusion that there's something you can reason in them. You cannot reason in them. There's nothing in there to reason with. It's empty. It's a tear. You trying to make bread out of tares instead of make bread out of wheat. We over here got flour galore with our wheat and you over there with tares. You know why I can't make any bread? Your relationship's falling. Why I can't get any relationships? Maybe you're using tares to do that shit instead of wheat. Why my job keeps fucking driving me crazy? Because maybe it's a tear in your life and it's not fruitful. Why is my relationship with my brother so fucked up? Why I don't have any friends? Why is this going like this? Why is it? Because you're dealing with tares.